I remember when I used to like to sit in the sun and drink alcohol and hang out with my friends. Now I like to go on quiet walks and drink my Raw Generations sweet greens with apple, kale, spinach, collards, and lemon. It's so good, cleansing, detoxing. You really need to nourish yourself if you're going to be in the sun, and drink it fast because it's hot out. But if you're slapping on a bunch of toxic sunscreen and then you're drinking alcohol and you're sitting in the sun or hanging out at the beach like that, you are just damaging and like accelerating your aging. It's so bad for you. Your cells, your skin, all of it. Terrible. So get yourself some Raw Generations, cleanse and detox. You can down one of these. You're going to help with inflammation. It's going to help with your skin, your hair, detoxing, cleansing, and it's non-pasteurized. So it doesn't go through the process that kills all the nutrients like 99% of the juices out there. It's so good. And you really don't need all kinds of supplements. Like, you can add in supplements as you go. You don't need all kinds of things. Like, you don't even need weights. Like, weights are good, but you can use gallons of water. Like, you can use your body weight. There's so many different things. So if you feel like you're aging quicker, you know, your joints ache, your hair's oxidizing, so it's getting gray from stress, you're having thyroid issues, maybe you don't poop every day. That's a big sign. If you don't go to the bathroom every day, maybe you're having issues with, you know, skin or just wrinkles, or you're waking up and you're like, man, what's happening? You need to look at your habits. What are you doing to allow these things to happen quicker? So our cells, everything's in our cells. When our cells age, we age. And if you're doing things that are making your cells age quicker, like you're overly chronically stressed, okay, what are these things that are triggering all of this stress? Maybe you are at a stressful job and you're like, I could never leave this job because I'm close to my retirement, but it's literally killing you. Maybe you're eating too much conventional, non-organic, and processed foods. You know, your liver's not functioning properly. And if your liver's not functioning properly, your body, everything goes through your liver. It's like the mothership. It's toxins go through it, and alcohol and processed foods and things that aren't clean, non-organic foods, you're making it harder. Your liver has to do more work, and it doesn't know what to do with all of these toxins that are just floating around in your body. But ladies, if I could stress one thing, even if you're like, oh, I only have a drink on the weekends, you are not only accelerating your aging at such a chronic speed, you are putting so many toxins in your body that is just killing you, aging you, destroying your liver. And this will catch up. It does catch up. So you have to be really mindful and say, whoa, what am I doing? Like, don't be afraid to take a step back and say, what am I doing? Like, I had to get to that point years ago when I was chronically spending because I was chasing trends like nonstop. And finally I got to the point where I'm like, what am I even doing? What am I doing? This is so stupid. So you have to like pull back and say, is this really worth it? Am I wallowing in my sorrows over alcohol? Am I hanging out with friends talking about nonsense and gossiping over alcohol? Like, what are you doing that's allowing the time to pass quicker? Because you're trading your life for whatever you're doing. And it's really just comes down to that. If you're not making healthy decisions and you're not around people pushing you to be better, then you're just probably wasting time. You got to get around people who are going to help you be better, push you to be better, push you to come up higher, and invest your money in things, products that are going to help you. This is why I share products that help you, that are going to make your life better, that are going to make you feel better. And I suggest things that I take and that I do. I'm going to be 42 in 2 weeks, and I'm not messing around. Like, I'm not going backwards. I am not wasting any of my time on junk. You just wake up and you just decide you're not being involved in nonsense. You're taking your life serious. You're not trading it for lower things, for cheap dopamine chases, for lower pleasures, for self-indulgence, for things that you know aren't producing good fruit. You're not wasting the time talking about nonsense, hanging out with people that produce nonsense in their own life, complaining, You know, a lot of times our friends, they dig out things in us. It's like they want to secretly know what's going on. Oh, what's going on? Tell me more. Like they're digging out. But when you tell them everything's great, they're like, well, you know, it's almost like they're secretly trying to find something that they can turn around on you. I've had friends like that. I'm very careful on who I'm friends with now. This is why I walk alone most of the time. I don't need the chaos that a lot of that brings. Now, when God brings me good, strong friendships, they usually come from really random areas. People that you would not expect. Not the same age, you're not even the same, you know, you just click. And you know that, wow, this was a divine intervention. And I prefer that because I want the friendships that are going to sharpen me, and I'm going to sharpen them. We're going to talk about deep stuff. We're going to help each other, and we're not going to let each other stay living in the same problems that we've had for years. We're going to pull each other out. That is a friendship. And until those people come, just do your thing. You got to walk alone, walk alone. You put up boundaries and now it feels lonely. Good. It should be, because it's you and God. It's your race to run. And He will bring the right people at the right time. When we allow our life to be infiltrated by voices that are not aligned with Him, just because those voices are familiar, or they feel good, or they sound good, or they're giving us a feel-good talk or feel-good message, but they're not really doing anything. You know, that's a lot of the issues that I have with a lot of churches is, yeah, you feel good. You just worshiped and you just, and you got a great message. You feel good, but nothing changes. There was no encounter. There was no breakthrough. You go back, your life sucks. You know, you're miserable. Your marriage is having trouble. You're in the same habits. You go back to doing the same exact thing that you did before you stepped foot in church, and they keep you going back. So, you know, your relationship with Jesus doesn't necessarily mean your relationship with a building or a church. Anyways, that's another topic. But what I'm saying is that just get serious about the things that you invest in. Get serious about your health. Get serious about your walk with God. Get serious about your friends, your circle, what you do, what you're tolerating, what you're not tolerating. Like, now's the time to really step things up, because it's like we're already in August, like 8 months into the year. If you're doing the same thing from 6 months ago, there's something's wrong. Unless that same thing is working. Unless you're like, I started a workout routine and I'm still in it. That's great. I'm talking about if you're doing the same habits and really involved in the same drama and the same things, and allowing these people to come in and create drama and chaos in your life when you know it's not producing good fruit. That's your fault. You need to step up, put up boundaries, and say, you know what, enough is enough. Because what you do now, the decisions and the choices you make now, you're going to experience those results in like 6 months. So there's always this gestational period. You're reaping what you're sowing, and it's happening quicker and quicker. So you can't run away from it. It's going to catch up. You will reap what you sow. So be mindful about what you're doing, and especially what you're putting in your body and on your body on a regular basis, because if you're slathering on a bunch of toxic chemicals, you will reap problems in your body. You will reap hormone imbalances and thyroid problems and skin issues, and it's gonna really catch up, and it'll make you age. You got to reverse those things by doing the simple steps. When I'm out in the middle of the day, I use a non-toxic mineral-based or like zinc-based sunscreen. Here, I try to remember here, put it on my ears. In the morning, I don't use sunscreen. I don't lather up any of that on my kids. We need the sun. I make sure I'm hydrated, electrolytes, salt, to make sure my body's moving. I could get rid of these earbuds and probably do the old school earphones. That would be better for the frequency. So that's probably something I'll do next. But simple things that you're doing that your body needs. It needs movement, it needs sunlight, it needs hydration, it needs rest. I sleep 10 till probably an average of 10 hours a night. 9 to 11 hours I sleep. No less than 7, maybe 8, but my sweet spot's about 9 to 10 hours. Ooh, I like that. My body likes it. So you have to give yourself the rest to recover. And then during the time of your cycle, you work out, you push yourself during that time. Certain times you'll feel your energy building, and then you can do weights and stuff. You need to push your body so it sculpts. Muscle's not just for look, it's for health as you age, to do things, to pick up things, to move, to sit down, to get up. There's so many important aspects to how you live your life. And if you are drinking, you're going to feel sluggish the next day. You're literally trading days, not just the day that you're drinking, but you got to recover. You're going to eat more carbs and more sugar the next day. There's more inflammation happening. Now you're making it harder on yourself, because now you got to get rid of all that toxic and inflammation, and now you're eating a bunch of carbs and you're craving sugar and you're putting on the weight, and then you're like, I'm going to the gym. You just basically like went back a week from 1 day of drinking, in my opinion. Anyway, so run your race, do what you got to do, surround yourself with good quality people who are going to push you forward, who are going to speak wisdom into your life in truth. Quit playing around nonsense. Quit playing around with nonsense, and run your race. Don't look back. You got this.